What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today I am playing a classic map, 60-second turns, balanced blitz for rolls, and I'm not filtering this lobby at all, so I'm playing on my old alt account that I was using to rank up from Novice to Grandmaster. The question I'm interested to ask today is, am I even good at Classic? So I'm setting up a 6-player progressive game with no bots and just an open lobby letting anyone pop in, and I fired the game. So in the first position we have flying the flag of Germany. We have Troy. And Troy has a fairly large amount of hours in the game, 600, but not the most impressive win-to-loss ratio. In the second position, flying the flag of Uruguay, 12 hours and no wins. Okay, so we have a true novice there. Flying the flag of Macedonia, Unbelievable Cat, 9 hours in the game. Okay, so we have another beginner. And then in the fourth position is myself. And then we have a Canadian, Natal Zeppelin, 316. Okay, so we have a good mix of geographies, and in the final position, a German Tillman, 45 hours. So we don't have anyone with a fairly high win-loss ratio, so I should do quite well. But we shall see. There's a lot of groupthink around Classic. It is the bread and butter of the game. It's where we all came from. And I play a lot of alternative maps and settings, and I've been posting some of that work on this channel for you guys to understand. I've been ranking up using it, but it's interesting to me to go back to our roots from time to time, just to get a sense of, something close to an objective measure of just how good I am, and whether or not I have something to offer to all of you. So what my thinking on my first turn was, I want to maintain an exclave, and this piece of Iceland doesn't really count as far as I'm concerned. So I have, my center, which is going to gravitate towards a South American position, but I'm in no rush to take the continent and appear super threatening to my opponents, and I'm going to bolster this position in Yakutsk so that I have a second position. So I will be playing the two-position strategy for this game, and the goal in progressive is to establish either 2 or 3 positions moving into the 6th turn when you're forced to match, and then hopefully you have lined up a match or a kill on the 7th turn, where the matches start to go 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, and then nuclear 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. So what you really want to do in progressive is focus on not being the first to match and having a match at the right time when you can really pay it off. It looks like Orange is gunning for North America, which is fine if we don't get in each other's way. The balanced blitz odds have changed, and it heavily favors the attacker now, even more so than before. I'm going to get the hell out of Africa, because if the lime green player wants to take it, I'll let them take it, but then I'm surrounded. So that's all fine by me. I wasn't trying to hold and guard Southam. I will need to be able to get some easy takes. So on my turn, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a single troop in Iceland. I'm going to attack through the UK. I'm going to put the rest of my troops in Yakutsk, because I'm interested in maintaining this exclave. Is very important to the later version of my game. And I know most of you would be looking at my start and be like, oh, sweet Pete, you were gifted South America, take South America and run with it. But you'll notice that my style for progressive doesn't really revolve around continents, and often I find continents to be a hindrance. They're more of a liability than they're worth. People will then gun to break for you. The AI will gun to break for you. And you really don't want to be in an attrition battle, right? What I like the best personally is to stay out of everyone's way, not piss anyone off, and then by the time I actually make my attacking move, like identify who the fish is, and by the time I make my move to strike, it's too late, and you kill a player in one strike. So, in the second turn we have the green player is thinking long and hard. Have they gone AFK? That'll be a bit of a bummer. I'd much rather play a game with all humans than bots in the mix just for this particular test, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the way the cookie crumbles. So, the shamrock-colored player attacks into Australia, and I will start my second turn doing what I told you guys I was going to. I also need to evacuate Africa by the looks of it. But I think that I'll roll the dice with this risk, but I think that the lime green player will be allowed this easy take with the expectation of getting North Africa next turn. I hope he allows me the graduated retreat. And we'll see though. We'll see if he puts all three at 13, so that's decent balls. Hit 6 troops with 13. I mean, advantage attacker. I really want to be focusing more up here and out of here because I'm feeling pincered between lime green and orange. I play a lot on intuition, how the game feels emotionally, how I'm predicting my opponents are playing, how they're feeling, right? I kind of predicted that orange was gunning for North Am, and that's fine. Let them thin themselves out over there, trying to guard almost impossible to guard 3-position continent. Let's see if lime green gives this 5 another turn. They do. I will give this guy Africa. I will happily hand this guy Africa at this point. So, what's it called? 7 on 3 is 100% to take. So do I want to capture South America now? I think the answer is yes. Because I'm giving orange North America, I'm giving green Africa. So I'm not pissing any of them off. And if we can establish a friendly equilibrium in the middle, then we all would stand to benefit. But there's a lot of big ifs there, and just for safety's sake, I really wanted to make sure I hung out, some troops off to the side, separated from my main position. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to capture South America now, and I'm going to move that 5-point army in North Africa into Brazil. So, this is the least threatening way to capture South America, in my opinion. So I've given lime green Africa. I'm not putting any aggression towards orange in North America. So who is incentivized to break me and why? And we shall see if that's the way it actually happens. But being gifted this continent from the start, I didn't want to pull too far ahead too quickly. And I also desperately need to maintain this exclave. Didn't expect the dark blue player to roll 18 on 6. Maybe purple. Depends on how your color vision works. Some people have been telling me that this is purple. It's indigo. So is indigo more blue or is indigo more purple? Okay, the orange player will finish this too, I suspect. But it's risky rolling 5 on 2? 6 on 2 is 100% now in balance blitz. Pretty nuts. Much more aggression in the early game. Alright, I'm not going to break North America when they take it next turn. He also put 1 troop to defend, so I'm going to put 1 troop to defend. Actually, I can accomplish that by pulling out from Argentina. As expected, the lime green player takes Africa and holds there. And this is exactly what I want. I'm not going to put any more troops in South America because I don't want to threaten either of these guys. I'll put my troops here, maybe 1-2 up in Yaku's, but they're going to take on Africa. So I'm moving around the lime green player's position without breaking the continent, threatening to reciprocate if he takes, but not being the one who instigates that round of aggression. I like to react in Risk much more than acting until my final. Once you crunch the numbers and you find the time is right to kill a player, then you act. Right? The rest of the game is a lot of parrying strikes at and dodging what everyone else is doing. That's at least as far as my opinion goes. And I don't purport to be any sort of savant at this, but I will tell you that my success does speak for itself at least a little bit. I don't think I'm utterly terrible. But you know what? Watch me just lose this game, so you never know. I'm going to dance around the lime green player. I'm not going to put any more troops into South America and let either of them break me if they want to break me. I'm not counting on this anymore. In fact, this is ideal because they break me, okay, I lose a little bit, but they don't break me. They're guarding for me. And that's the real key to progressive, is not losing, not getting eaten, not being the fish, right? Now, who's going to be able to touch me in here if both of my opponents are interested in taking and guarding these massive continents? Looks like blue's going to cause lime green players some trouble. Oh no, they're trying to kill green. Cool, take one card. This was dumb, don't do this. So, the dark blue player matched in early. They got the second lowest match, I think. They got the 6. Yeah, they got the 6, and they took a single card. So now they're holding one card. They'll be holding 2. And they didn't line themselves up to kill the light blue player, who has 4 cards and will be forced to match in on the next turn, or else they will die as well. This is a very early kill. They remove the bot from the table, and now they're blocking light blue from escaping Australia. I'm sure I can make this work out to my advantage if I pay attention to what the hell is going on. As expected, orange takes North America. So orange is now locked into guarding those 3 positions. I have 3 positions, but I'm not trying to guard. And because I didn't defend lime green, they're not causing offense to me, and I like that. And lime green actually almost has a single contiguous position. They're 1 territory off. I try to avoid that in progressive, because if you have a contiguous position, someone gets a big army and just eats you in one shot. Okay, who's matching in? As expected, light blue was forced to match, otherwise they just die. If they were good, they'd put their troops here. And outflank the dark blue player. That doesn't look like what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to do something else. Okie dokie, rolling 4 on 4 is bad. Don't do that. And now orange will be locked in a single contiguous position. Just like what I said. Oh, you got to get a take, sir. Okay, well, light blue is just going to lose this game now for sure. So, light blue has 1 card and 19 troops. Dark blue has 23 and 2, so they're both not looking great. I'm going to get my 5th card, but I'm not going to do anything else. My 5th card is going to be up here. Removing light blue's exclave. So I would love it if dark blue wasted their remaining troops to get the single card that light blue has. That would be a double mistake, because it would weaken dark blue significantly and remove another player from the equation. Do you take the bait? I think they do. They're thinking about it. Okay, so don't do this. You see what's happening? They're thinking about removing for a single card. It's just not worth it. It's way too early, first of all. These cards are, if the match point is 10, a third of that is 3.3, right? So you kill 17 armies. So you kill 18 armies to get 3.3 troops of value. Do the math like that. Okay, and what they've done is very smart. They've let light blue out of Australia. They've given them a path of escape. So good. Okay. The orange player matches in, and they're going to use their match to guard. Maybe they break me in South America because it's very threatening. But we'll see what we get. I'm so happy to not put any more troops in here, because it's essentially being guarded by these guys for me. This is great for me. The longer this survives... Okay, so they're going to break me. They're going to take it. Too bad for me. But you know what? I am now last to match, whereas they would have been. So I get 15 troops. How many turns, getting 2 extra of South America, does it take to regain 15 troops, right? This is the point. Progressive is much more about cards, much less about the board. Yippity-doo. This guy just took South America, and now green is going to invade because he's not going to let this guy hold 2 continents. That's insane. Green matches in with the 12. Do they break? Right? The reciprocation. So it doesn't look great for me having that happen, but that was exactly fine by me. I didn't overinvest. I didn't put any more juice in that area. I've been occupying the rest of this board exactly what I predicted to happen has happened. I'm last to match, which is what I want. Orange is on the ropes now because they lost both of their continents for their greed. We could have coexisted, and I wouldn't have broken that North America. Okay, but the downside is I can't really kill anyone on my turn and have it be worthwhile. Or can I? So, match point is 15. I'm putting in 15 on 13, so that's 30. Starting to get very close to the dark blue player. Let's see if the light blue player thins out the dark blue player enough where it's worth it for me to take them. Because they have 3 cards, I'd match in turn, I'd get the 15 and the 20. Looks close. 24. Okay, so I can thin these 2 out and I can punch with my big army like that. So I'm going to go for it. And then I'm going to match in turn, and who do I take? Do I take orange as well? I think so. I think I take orange as well. Because then I won't be forced to match. I'll have 5 cards at the end of my turn. And no matter what anyone does short of killing me outright, yeah, it's close. Do I kill orange? No, I don't think the move is to kill orange. I think the move right now is to break green, just so that it looks like I'm a good citizen of this board. I'm going to hold my troops right in the middle and kind of beg anyone to come at me. Leave a path out for light blue. Because everyone's not worth it to kill, right? You don't kill someone who's worth 2 cards. You kill them when they're worth 3. I don't have a match on 3. Orange just quit. Alright, who's still alive in this game? Lime green is any good? Yeah, so lime green is actually good. And blue is not as good. Okay, so I have to worry about lime green. Orange has quit. This is good. I'm happy with this game right now. Yep, way to go. So I'm going to pretty much ignore orange and blue at the moment and focus my attention on green. Holding 4 cards. They're going to match in before me, so I need to worry about them eating me. Blue is going to play very passive, I expect that to be all that they do, because they've been cowed into submission by getting beat so hard. Wish I had a match, but I don't. I am fine with that. Brutalize the lime green player, expecting them to match in now and retake. And I do have a match on 4, and so do they. So they get the 25, I get the 30. Now, this is orange. Orange is the 25. Oh no, no. They're getting eaten by the bot. Oh yeah, that sucks to be you. Okay, so green player's down to 13. If they don't have a match on 4, they're eaten by me immediately. If they do have a match on 4 and it goes into me, this game still continues. But those are 2 ifs, and let's see if both of those occur. They get the 30. It goes all into me right now, or else I win this game. They're going to retake their continents. Do they continue? Do they try to kill me? It's risky, but it's possible. Do you try to kill me, sir? He stops. Okay. So, light blue player probably doesn't have a match on 3. I do, and I have more coming in than their entire troop count. I eat them. But I don't match in turn. Oh, I do match in turn. Okay, so this is how I win this game. I kill light blue right now. I match in turn. I punch the only remaining human opponent after that, the lime green player. So, and that is guess I don't suck at Classic. Okie dokie. So I'm going to punch his big army first. Now, normally I wouldn't do this if there was another player, but the orange player is a bot, so not as much to risk right now. And I got him, so there you go. Okay. Well, that was easy. Break the bot. And set myself up to finish next turn. Cool. Pretty good. Can't really honestly speak to how typical this game is because I haven't played a lot of Classic recently, but I do think I navigated that scenario effectively to the win, which is what you guys are all looking for, I think, from this content. So we'll call it an effective video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found some of this entertaining or informative. Maybe even both, if I'm firing on all cylinders. And what do we got? We got 4 beginners and an expert. So Indigo was the expert, and they played terribly. They caused this whole nonsense to occur by punching and failing to remove and then removing a player. So there you go. That's what an expert is in this game for you guys. Until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.